Is this thing even on? It's been a minute. Let's get right into it. Let's make some cake. Wow, it's been an entire year since I made a cake video. I can't believe how fast time has gone. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that the reason I haven't been around is because I recently had a baby, and he is the best thing ever. I am loving motherhood. He is so much fun. He's so playful. He recently is starting to sit and starting to crawl, and he laughs all the time, and he's just the best. So I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So cakes had to take a back burner for a little bit, probably still will here and there, but I did recently manage to make a cake for my nephew, and so I recorded it, and here it is. So today I made the Joker cake from the new movie Joker. I'm gonna be honest, I made this cake way before the movie came out, and I had the intention of releasing this video way before the movie came out, but editing just takes a long time, so it is what it is. I'm really out of practice, so whatever. But at the time when I was making this cake, there was no Funko Pop character for this Joker. There might be now, I'm not sure. But there was someone on Reddit who created a Funko Pop version of what they thought it would look like. And that was at Mario Bros 612. So thank you for this inspiration. I used their drawing as the base for my cake. For the face, I used 2 layers of 6-inch vanilla sprinkle cake, and I layered it together with vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream. I printed out my stencil and used the face to carve out the shape of the head that I wanted and made holes for the eyes and the mouth. I used another 6-inch layer for the body. So this is the first cake I've made after a really long time, and with extended time comes a lot of forgetfulness and a lot of mistakes were made. So I didn't really love this cake, I'm not gonna lie, but I figured I should just make the video anyway and explain to you guys what I did wrong as I go, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and not make the same mistakes. So my first big mistake was that I didn't shave the neck down enough, and I wasn't looking at the cake fully straight down like you guys were on the camera, so it's way more noticeable on the camera, but he kind of looks like, the end product looks like he has a double chin, which isn't very flattering. So I would have definitely shaved that down a little bit more. So for you guys, look at it straight down, or just look at the camera, and what I was recording would have helped. The second mistake that I made was that I forgot that these lights that I'm using right now actually make my cake super hot. And with fondant, it does tend to melt after a while, especially on a hot day. And like I said, I made this cake a while ago, so it was a hot day. Skin color fondant that I used was too thin, and it ended up just melting on the cake, and it ended up having little bubbles in his neck, and it just looked like an old man, and I don't like it, but there's not much I can do. So my advice is just make your fondant a little bit thicker, and don't have really hot lights around at the same time. Alright, so I added the skin color fondant for the skin and white fondant over top to make the painted face. I made 2 black fondant eyes, and I used my stencil to place them on the cake. I then began placing the details of the face. I was going for more of a Funko Pop look, so the pieces are pretty solid and straight plastic looking. The real Joker had more of a painted look, so feel free to make this less perfect looking if you want and more like a painted face. I then moved on to the hair. I wasn't really sure how to do this at first, but then I just decided to do it in strands and make it look a little straggly, but plastic at the same time. I did watch this movie. My husband loved it and raved about it, but he did warn me that I may feel a little weird about it, and he wasn't wrong. I thought it was really, I don't even know how to explain it. I thought the cinematography was great. I thought the acting was phenomenal. I thought the story was great, but I really just didn't like the way it made me feel. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I don't know. Then I started putting his clothes on the bottom. You can see here it was pretty piecemeal and I was just trying to go with the flow without any real planning. As you can tell, again, I made a lot of mistakes. It worked out in the end. You win some, you lose some. Just try to figure it out as you go. There's no promises for how many videos I'm going to be able to put out with my little guy around, but I will do my best, and I do have quite a few cakes that I want to share with you guys, and so many cakes that I've been wanting to make, but it's actually the editing that's the problem, so if you know anybody that can help me, holler. I wanted to drop in a bit of old school Joker, so I made the background in purple fondant and sprinkled some sparkles all over it. And then at the last minute, I decided to just remove the feet altogether and make the boots with fondant instead. And then I just added the little clown mask that he wears in the movie into his hands. I used some green luster dust and a brush to give his hair a bit of texture and make it a bit darker. And there you have it, the Joker. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know, this cake wasn't fantastic. I apologize. But it's important to know that we all mess up and it's not always perfect. You just have to learn from your mistakes and try again next time. Next time, I'm sure my cake will be a lot better. I've just been out of the game for far too long. I won't do that again. I had a blast making this cake even though I made so many mistakes. It was so much fun to be creative and back in the kitchen. I will do my best to make more of these videos as much as I possibly can, but my priority is my little guys, so the editing might take a little bit longer than I intend to. If you guys know of anyone that can help me with the editing, please let me know. I would really, really appreciate it. Until then, thank you so much for watching. What is it that I normally say on these videos? God, it's been so long. Subscribe to this channel, comment below, and like this video. More videos to come soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.